I dobrodošli u najnoviju epizodu, nastavljamo tačno tamo gdje smo se svrstali. Hvala mi.
Back on my feet again.
Čak i da sam dobio onaj upitnik, skapirao bi, to funkcioniše tako može ovako, ne.
the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Source Hunter, you've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves immaculates. They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them. Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loik. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silverglen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers. The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Blessed be the goddess, and blessed,
Blessed
be
be
the
the
conduit.
goddess, and blessed be the conduit.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
Save.
Hidden between darkness and light.
Art thou to kill this lesser? Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of immaculates.
Da, pljačka nije.
Blood for thee, O Holy One.
Let me spill blood for thee, O Holy One.
Zašto ne? Dobro.
Immaculate I want to be. The blood of the lost will flow.
Zadržat ćemo ove bodeže, jer mogu da napravim prvu dagger koji košta mnogo više. Fire.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Diligently will I read the words of the goddess.
Dobro.
I am Loic, enlightened one among immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood. Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
Diligently will
We
I
are the
read-
chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part.
Blessed be the goddess, and blessed be the conduit.
The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station. You find yourself in the goddess's temple, therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome, read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment.
Want to be. The blood of the lost will flow.
The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
Okay.
Immaculate I want to be. The blood of the lost will flow.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Obavio sam. Read. Ok. Kratka pauza. Ok, ovi ludaci koriste vodstvom dok ne postane ljubičasti i hoće da žrtvuju sve za veće dobro. Ok, sad nisam siguran da li sam dobro razumeo, ali eksperimentisali su kao sa životinjskom krvlju i valjda su ljudi dobili životinjske karakteristike. Čekaj, ima još nešto što smo učinjavali, ako se ne varam. Ovdje možemo da uzimamo stvari redom, niko nas ne smije. To nisam siguran da li je dobro. Oh, yes, nails. Pouch. Anti-potion. Da je ovo. da već znamo kako se pravi.
Striking it rich!
Okej. Quick save opet. Pacove.
I hear Nadia whispering all kinds of accusations about Lawrence, but until she has proof, whispers they'll remain.
Suspicious. To će biti za Nadoru, a što je ovo? Da je ovo. Bottle. Kaže... Tako. Crafting, daj da pravimo za... Op. Aha, invisible potion. Iskreno mi ne treba ovo. Grenades. I like grenades. Daj mi ovo. Molotov. Arrow. Yes, please. Knockdown arrow. U stvari da, uzet ćemo knockdown arrow. To da je 100% pogodak. Armor. Nope. Zašto da ne? Ali nemam nikog... zašto da ne? Moon dust. Ne treba to. Možda. Yes. Yes. level 16. Pickpocketing, crafting, zadržat ću ovo zbog craftinga.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in you.
Evo ti. Read. Sad znamo kako da napravimo rope. Otvoriti ovo, naravno ću. Quick save. I moram da pogledam kako se pravi jebeni rope. Dobro, 2 unice, ali ne znam i dalje kako se šišaju ovce. Aha, od 2 unice. To je to. Da vidimo jel možemo da razgovaramo ovdje s nekim.
Hello and welcome to our shop. I am the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you.
Kilobar, to mi baš i ne treba. ja prodam štitove, previše su.
You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No. We traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silver Glen. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious, and we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested. Ma's a bit intense, to be sure. Set in her ways, but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you'll be better off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of bendis.
Okay,
My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife. His death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death.
take my leave.
Farma Malbenita, a source hunter in Silver Glen. I have traveled mile on top of mile to find help, and now help has, how you say, appeared from skinny vapors.
Dobro, stvarno. Šta imaš? Okej, ovo je i jeftini zapravo scroll. Pa dobro, možda baš i nije jeftini. Da, ne treba nam ipak ništa od toga. Tako da...
My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you will be more interested in the, how you say, the short end of stick. I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered the miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, how you say, kick down the bucket. But the sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike Source. My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth. But this has proven not so easy.
Tell me about
My sweet little Pomargo Vizago, my darling Ben. We got along like, how you say, peas and ferrets. But here there is work, very well paid, in mines, clearing special rock from silver mine. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silver Glen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months. And one day, we see familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapses at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest. But he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grow worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief. When his father die, Sebi become restless. Being of the age, he join army and go straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I join army as healer to be near and look after my boy. There we saw special legionnaire using strange weapon. And this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silver Glen to discover truth, and here I find Lawrence, that arrogant man, conducts his business without apologize to any. exactly this. Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessing from my homeland. Se vi mal successos, mi plantos rizzarbo cae tormenti via nepo soggiai branco. Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches. Good luck. I will do my best to give answer, Source Hunter.
Tell me about ništa. Smo već čuli. Take my leave. Okay, quick save. Počnite X-ray. Dobro.
Why don't you stay a while, darling? I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
From the mines.
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mine by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
And the bridge.
Source Hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet?
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
Let's hear the deal.
I'm aching to share a moment together.
I must say, I'm also intrigued.
I knew a Source Hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge. Between you and me, The Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water. I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay. Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea, and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damned bridges, haven't they?
Ok, nadam se da ste uživali, mi se vidimo u sljedećoj epizodi, a do tada, čao!